Hey, yo, it's the good. It's your boy Super Kev. Welcome to another episode of the Super Kev Livecast Season 4. We on YouTube. You don't believe me? We on YouTube. For those of you new to the page, welcome to the hottest to-do list show on the internet. If it's not, your job is to let me know who got it so I can like, comment, share, and subscribe to their work the same way I ask you to like, comment, share, and subscribe to yours truly if you enjoy discussions and videos around the 7 forms of income. Now, this week's theme is 7 forms of income for college professors. However, this is definitely an episode that relates to everybody, so you definitely want to stick around till the end. And income 3 is extremely important because this is the first time our income becomes passive. Incomes 1 and 2 are active. You have to show up, exchange your time for money. But incomes 3 through 7 can potentially work behind your back. And that's the type of money that we need to go in order to go from rich to wealthy. And if anyone knows me, you know I believe everybody is rich. If you have a dollar and know where your next dollar is coming from, you're rich. But if you want to be wealthy, yeah, you're going to need these forms of income working while we are sleeping. Okay, so income 3 is interest income. You loan your money out, and when it comes back higher than what it was initially, and then you subtract your initial investment, and your profit is what you have to pay your taxes on that capital gain and all of that good stuff. We pay taxes on this side, by the way. So for college professors, which for the sake of discussion, all right, doesn't make it true, but for the sake of discussion, we are putting college professors in the higher tax bracket. All right. And if everybody watching my show is following the 7 forms of income, then the people who make a lot in income 1 should be better off financially. A keyword, should. Doesn't make it true, but for the sake of discussion, we're going to speak as if college professors are on the higher end of the pay scale. So even though we're focused on college professors, this relates to basically anybody making a lot of money and is trying to become financially independent. Okay, so shout out to the motorcycle out there, if y'all heard that, but we're live. So income 3 is interest income. And for the first time, we're going to answer those phone calls. All right. Now, what I mean by that is when people think you have a lot of money, when they need money, that is when they think of you. Let me know in the comment section if that's relevant in your life. Because straight up in mine, I feel like people only call me because they see me posting that I receive fractions of pennies of Bitcoin. Thus, they think that I'm this rich fella. So when they need money, they call me, especially people in jail. It's like, I guess when people get locked up, the first person they think of is, yo, Super Kev must have some money. So if that relates to you, then the rest of this episode definitely is something you want to consider. And that is, for the first time, we're going to answer these calls. When people calling us asking for money, we're going to actually oblige, okay, for the first time. However, this is income number 3. We worked very hard with incomes 1 and 2 to make money, lower our taxable income. So we'll be damned if we just give our money away. We're working too hard for it. So what college professors and anybody who makes a lot of money can do is answer the phone call, and all we are going to do is loan it out, but request interest. All right. So any day one supporter of the show knows my fault. Okay. So if someone calls you, hey, can I have or borrow $50? Sure. When are you gonna pay me back? Okay, I'll pay you back next week. Then you owe me $51. Yo, why are you doing that? Listen, if you can't agree to the terms, feel free to call the bank. They can loan it to you at 30% interest. All right. Now, me personally, I charge $1 a day. All right. So if you borrow $50, then it's 51 tomorrow, 57 next week, 64 in 2 weeks. If you don't want to agree to those terms, don't agree to the SUPERKev bank. There's many other people that you can ask $50 for, and it's not illegal for me to ask you to do that. All right? Now, what happens when people don't pay you back? Because that is real. First off, we don't loan out what we can't afford to lose. All right? We do not loan out what we cannot afford to lose. So if you ask me for 50, that means I have this 50. If you don't pay me back, my bills will still be paid. My investments will still be invested. My son will still be wearing and holding gold. All right? But if you do pay it back, then I'm winning again. And then for the people who don't pay back, then you know you can't call me again. We don't give loans twice. That's definitely a no-no. Anyone who owes me money, anyone who has an outstanding balance with the SUPERKev is not allowed to make that second request. All right? Now that's what I do. That's not a recommendation for you, but that's just something to add to your toolkit to consider when you get back with your financial advisors. All right? I charge $1 a day, and if that's too much, go call somebody else. All right? Cool. And by being stern like that, you get to push away people who don't appreciate your financial growth. All right, you want to borrow money from me. You want to slow me down from investing. And most importantly, because I understand how inflation works, $50 today is not equivalent to $50 next week because inflation is constantly happening. So you can talk to me in the comments if you want me to elaborate on that. But we'll end it on a note from Fat Joe. Yesterday's price is not today's price. And on that note, it's your boy SUPERKev. As long as I'm alive, there will be a live. Now, if you're a day one super porter, I want you to talk to me in the comments about my hair situation and how I messed it up. My day ones know what happened. All right, you already know what it is. I will be back real soon. If you're watching me on Facebook, as in like 5 minutes. If you're watching this on YouTube, by the time it's on YouTube, I'll be back once you click that right button. You already know what it is. I love y'all. Peace mode. Cool.